What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video here on our channel. Today we are bringing you some tactics and instructions for you to introduce into your game. If you are after something where you can start aggressive, get that 1 or 2-0 lead, and then switch into something to see out the game, that is what we are going to be providing for you today. 4-1-2-1-2 narrow right now is one of the top formations to use on FIFA 22. The reason being is it works so well in the attack and can also be very sound defensively. As we go ahead and dive into the instructions, what we are looking to do here is to make sure that we're being as safe and sound in defense, but really allowing us to break and be quick on that counter attack. For our fullbacks, you're going to have one fullback on balanced and overlap. The reason for this is we want that one fullback to get up and down the pitch, offering a little bit of width. We can also look for that switch ball from the left-hand side out to that right back, which is Arnold for me, who gets up and down. But you can have it on the right back or the left back. It doesn't really matter. Just pick the player that you are happy with going up and down that pitch and being more attacking minded. The opposite fullback is going to be left on stay back while attacking. For your goalkeeper and your centre-backs, leave them on completely balanced. If you do want to try the goalkeeper on comes for crosses, sweeper keeper, feel free to do that. Some of the team of the season goalkeepers are really quick at getting off the line, so they can do that quite well. Now, the centre defensive mid, this is going to be your Kante, your Vieira, whoever it is that you are using as your typical CDM, the one that is responsible for breaking up that counter attack. I use Dele Alli in this role, who does a very, very good job at that. We have him on cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking, and cover centre. He is the anchor to this team. He protects the centre backs as best as they possibly can, and don't forget to manually drag that player back and get them into position when you are caught on that counter attack. Now, for the right centre mid and the left centre mid, we don't really do anything too special here, but the one key thing to take into account is that you want to have whichever side that you have your fullback on balance. So for me, it's the right hand side. We are going to have that right centre mid on cover wing. And I'll talk about that when we get into the centre attacking mid. My left centre mid, which is Hullet, is on balance and cover centre, getting up and down that pitch and doing really well. And that right centre mid, who is Kulusevski, if I said his name right, at cover wing for me in that role. Now, the centre attacking mid is left on completely balanced, which is a little bit weird. We normally have this centre attacking mid on stay forward. The reason for this is it will actually allow Foden to drop into that left mid role when we do not have the ball. So it sets up as a 4-4-2 defensively, which helps you still be fairly sound in defence with this tactic and formation. The right centre mid moves into right mid, Foden into left mid, and Dele Alli and Ruud Gullit in the middle as our two centre mids. And that works so incredibly well to be such a good formation in defence, but also in the attack, because Foden will drop back into the middle centre attacking mid role. Now, for the instructions on our strikers, I have both of them on getting behind. You can have one on getting behind and one on balanced if you wish to. That can just help you be a little bit more neutral. I like to play quick and direct with this, looking for those over the top through balls, looking for those through balls in general, and that's what allows us to do it. Now, to move on to what you came here for, the custom tactics. We're going to start off with pressure on heavy touch. This is a quick and direct formation and tactics. We want to be aggressive. We want to get that early goal if we can. Press on possession loss, I did try, but I just found it to be a little bit too much in this 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. 45 width and 71 depth is what we're running. If you're worrying about the right stick switching and getting caught on the over the top through balls, lower the depth to 50 if that suits you better. For the build-up play, we go long ball and forward runs, really looking to hit on that counter attack, looking for those through balls, looking to be quick and direct against the opponent. 40 width and then 8 players in box. This is just allowing your players and attackers and midfielders all to get involved and be involved in that attack. So make sure when you are using this that you will look to hit on that counter attack, but fear not, if that's not there, that's fine. You can build up and look for those quick tick attacker, the first time passes, the one touch and pass, using the L1 to trigger runs manually, so you constantly have lots of runners going forward, looking for 1-2s, first time passes, over the top through balls, and the direct triangles. You can utilize this formation to such a good advantage, and it will really help you get that 1 or 2-0 lead early on in the match. So you've got your 1-2-0 lead, you're feeling happy, you now want to change into a tactic which is a little bit more sounder at the back and not as direct, not as quick on that counter, maybe a little bit more of a possession style based game. This is where I would change to the 4-2-3-1. I've gone 1-0 up, it's the 60th minute, I've gone 2-0 up and it's the 30th minute. I'm now happy to just be a little bit more conservative. I don't need to take as many risks. The 4-2-3-1 is going to be that one for us. Moving on to the player instructions. Again, the goalkeeper, if you wish to put them on comes across as sweeper keeper, you're more than welcome to if that's something that benefits you. However, both of our fullbacks this time are on stay back while attacking. Why is this? As I said, we're not looking to take any unnecessary risks. You want to pull them up yourself, feel free to, but you don't want your right back or left back just moving up the pitch looking for that overlap on their own accord. But your right centre defensive mid and your left centre defensive mid, depends on your defensive one here, have one of them on stay back while attacking, cut passing lanes and cover centre, again being that anchor. But you do want the other one to be on balanced attack. Why? Yes, we want to be more conservative, but we still want to have a bit of an attacking threat in the middle, allowing those centre mids to come through and overlap. The reason why we do this is if you just leave your attackers to attack and you don't involve that centre mid, it can be very difficult to penetrate the 18-yard box when the opponent is sitting deep. Having one centre mid on balance just allows them to sit a little bit further up the pitch, a little bit higher and easier to find in those scenarios. Moving on to our attacking midfielders instructions. Now, the centre attacking mid have them completely balanced. You want this player to be your number 10. The creative player, Foden, is the one that does that for me. And our right attacking mid and left attacking mid, I have them on comeback on defence, allowing them to come back and really soak up pressure when you are defending. It's so much easier to defend when they're just sat a little bit deeper. They're easier to drag back, pull them into those scenarios. And I do have my striker on completely balanced. Nothing on getting behind, nothing on stay forward, just completely balanced. And I manually pull that striker back to press the ball holder if the opponent has the ball just past the halfway line. Again, allowing us to be more defensively. Moving on to our instructions here. Again, we've gone 2-0 up. We're looking at being a little bit more conservative. We are going to have balanced defensive style. No need for that aggressive, heavy press anymore. We have 42 width, keeping things fairly neutral, and 54 depth, a little bit lower than what we previously had. If you were running a lower depth yourself, you can drop this to 40 if you wish to. Balanced on the build-up play and direct passing, just so we can look to hit on the counter if we want, but sometimes just playing a little bit conservative. And 65 width and 4 players in box. So you can really see that we're not looking to take any unnecessary risks. So that is the custom tactics and instructions that I would recommend for you going into champs right now if you're looking to start on the front foot, take the game to the opponent, and then looking to see things out a little bit more neutrally. These tactics and formations work really well purely for the simple fact is it covers you against so many tactics that you will come up against, e.g. the 3-5-2, the 4-4-2, the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. It ticks all boxes. It's what I will be using myself in those scenarios. I will obviously make tweaks into it over the coming weeks. If you have any questions, pop them down below in the comment section. And let me know if you enjoyed the video by leaving a like and subscribe, and we will catch you in the next one.